Hi, you're watching CVTV, and today we're with Coder, our 2026 VSA winner in the Business Technology Breakthrough AI Implementation category. Joining us from Coder is Channel and Alliances leader Simon Gregory. Welcome, Simon.
Hey, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Simon, tell us about Coder and how the company is helping enterprises adopt agentic development.
Yeah, thanks for asking on that. It's been an interesting ride. I think if you look back to where we started in 2017, we were developing solutions and practices basically for human developers. And as you'll have probably noticed over the last 2 years or so, there's been a definitive shift in the way that software development is run and the environments in which they run are built. And by perhaps lucky accident, perhaps by some sort of a synchronicity in the world, effectively Coda found ourselves in a situation whereby all of the work that we had been previously providing for humans, we were able to shift into this world of agentic agents. And so Coda effectively provides secure, governed, ephemeral workspaces for developers. And whilst that would have been humans before, we can now match that with effectively agents as well. And we still provide the same types of security, governance, and centralized control and processing that we always did for the humans in this new environment and the world that we live in now. So yeah, it's been a marked shift over the last couple of years. We find ourselves very fortunate to be in the forefront of this now, doing something largely unique for our customers.
Security and governance are major concerns as organizations embrace AI-powered development. What makes Coder's approach different, and how does the company help enterprises maintain control while enabling developers to move faster?
That's a good question. I think the first thing to state is that the developer experience was always on the forefront of our minds in terms of the way that things are done. And we knew that if we were going to apply some beneficial changes to an organization and the developers within it, we had to ensure that the developer experience was maintained throughout, if not increased in kind of benefit and value to them. So we always had that focus on the outset of the organization. But the challenge when we saw AI start to enter this picture was that those companies with legacy coding environments where they're still maintaining remote devices to provide their development infrastructure and so on, where they're typically built by the developer that's doing that work. Once you start to add AI into it, what you're effectively doing is you're moving the blast radius around security from a centrally governed environment out to potentially tens of thousands of laptops or desktops where the coding environments currently sit. And that blast radius is of major concern, not just because the company has no control over it, but also because we call it kind of the lethal trifactor. You've effectively got an ungoverned development environment, be that a human laptop, it's something that I'm working on here. But also that has access into potentially ungoverned data sources as well. So it could be that it could be the code base, it could be personal information that's sitting on that laptop, it could be access into emails and information that's there. And these agents don't care about boundaries necessarily. And so if you give them an environment in which they can operate freely, they will. And so many of our customers have said that effectively what they're looking to do now is bring that blast radius back and shrink it and put these development environments under their control, where we can segment the agent, we can ensure the agent only has access to what it needs to, when it needs to, and access to the right resources internally within the company. So really effectively what we're doing is we're saying that these legacy coding development environments that have been out there for years, they need to come back in-house under the control and stewardship of the organization so that they have accountability for what's happening, where and when. And that's really the approach that we're taking with our clients right now.
Simon, what does this award mean for Coder?
A number of things for us. Firstly, I think to some degree, it's a validation of our technology and the approach that we're taking with this market. This is not a point solution. This is effectively a re-platforming of development environments. It's a new model for the customers that we work with. For us to win this award feels to some degree like the acceptance that this is in fact the right thing to be doing for them, and not, again, just a point product. We're changing the way that people design and code their products, secure their IP and so on. This validation, it means a lot to us as an organization.
Simon, congratulations again on your 2026 VSA win. How can we learn more information about Coder?
A couple of things. Firstly, we are an open source company. So actually we do a lot of work with our community. So our product is in open source. Anyone can get their hands on it. And of course, going to coder.com, we have a new Explorer interface, which, depending on which level you're at with an organization, be that a CISO or perhaps an individual developer or anywhere in between, we have a track that provides the information that's necessary for you and what Coder means to you in your environment. So coder.com/explorer. Great way to start.
Simon, thanks again for your time. We'll see you next time on CVTV.
Thanks for your time.